Hi, I'm Fionnuala, Technical Project Manager here at GRAF UK, and today we're going to have a run through our AA Eco Plus rainwater housing system. So first of all, we've got our mains water reservoir here. Above that, we have our pump and our pump controller. All of the components are kept separate from the underground tank, so these will be inside a property in a garage or a plant room for ease of maintenance. So our pump controller, or controlmatic, decides when we send power to our pump. Then our pump can draw the water from one of two places. So in the first instance, it can draw from the rainwater tank, which is underground via this black and green pipe. And the second place to draw from would be this mains water reservoir. This mains water reservoir is then filled up by this mains water filling valve here, so that whenever there's a dry spell and we don't have any water in the underground tank, we can use a mains water backup instead. So this red three-way valve controls where we're drawing the water from. So when the underground tank is full, this float switch is floating within the water in an upward position. So this is how the three-way valve then can tell us to draw the water through the black and green pipe and to the pump, to the appliances in the house. That might be a washing machine or a toilet or an outside tap. When the rainwater underground tank runs dry and it's empty, the float drops. This triggers the three-way valve into mains water mode, which means we're now drawing water from this mains water reservoir to make sure that we've still got water for the appliances when we're having a dry spell. This is especially useful when we're using the appliances inside the house. It means that we're not running out of rainwater for our toilets or our washing machine, and we've got a constant supply of water. Using this mains water reservoir means that we're also not using too much mains water. We're not filling the entire underground tank with expensive mains water, but rather just storing it in this reservoir that can be topped up as and when we need it. So when we create a demand, i.e. by flushing a toilet, our controlmatic will drop pressure. When the pressure on the controlmatic drops to 1 bar, the pump will begin to run. This will remain running until the controlmatic senses that there's no more water flow through the pump, in which case it will turn itself off again. The pump will then remain idle until we create another demand by opening a garden tap or flushing a toilet again. This means the pump isn't always running constantly, which keeps energy consumption low and extends the lifespan of the pump. The filter of the rainwater housing system is housed within the underground tank. There are two options for the hose connection. You can either have that also internal to the underground tank, or you can have an external hose connection box, which means you can bring the hose connection to somewhere else more suitable in the garden. On the controlmatic, you'll notice some LED lights that show us the status of the controller. As long as we have power supply, you'll see a green LED next to the power symbol. This is the only light we'll see when the pump is not running. When the pump begins to run, you'll see an amber light. This signals that it's sending power to the pump. The amber light will then switch off once the pump stops running again. If for some reason there's a problem with the pump and it can't draw the water from the tank, or there's an issue with the pump itself, the controlmatic will notice that the pump hasn't started to run. You'll see that when we get a red failure light on the controlmatic. You'll also notice that there is no pressure on the gauge of the controlmatic. As you'll see, there's also a red reset button on the side of the controlmatic. It's always worth trying this first if you've got an issue with your system, and it will prevent you paying to get an engineer out to site. Failing that, please do contact us at GRAF UK if there's any questions or concerns you have.